Knew he was unarmed. He pulled the trigger. Why are we the only people in this country that are expected to do things without violence?
I didn't mean to kill your son!
Kid, are you afraid?
Yo, back again with another pod, you know what I'm saying? If you're at home, you're smoking along, have no fear, you have to be yourself. E-match. Motherfuckers be out. But, yeah, man. You know, got that usual Motley crew. You know what I'm saying? T-Tech. You feel me? Boy Slato, Slicks of Don, Slick, the first time, Booster John Juice. That boy Michi, the Demetrius.
That man Lawson. You want to know me? Lawson.
That boy.
Walter. Come on, get it.
I gotta go do it.
That boy.
Alright. I didn't come up with the geekiest. I did not come up with this shit.
I didn't come up with Walter, someone else did.
We could roll right now.
Hell no, but yeah, man. So today, we're just gonna be talking about
a nice movie. That doesn't get the recognition it deserves.
That should have got way more recognition.
Yeah, true. Should have got more recognition.
Should have been Academy Award winning somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't know. Yeah, I think it should. I don't think that's the rating on it was like a 3.9 or some shit.
I honestly don't even like Spike Lee.
Out of 5?
Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, it was pretty low, gang. But the movie we're talking about,
American Scam, and it's basically not a fictional, but it's a story about police brutality in America, and like it's a clean dramatization of what could potentially happen if the police brutality continues to go on the way it's going on. You know, so basically, long story short, a man and his son get stopped by police officers on some faulty charges. We'll get to that like later on down the line. But they get stopped. The son was recording. They told him to get out the car, and then they end up killing him. Whatever, right? And that's basically the plot of the movie. So whatever we say now,
we're gonna go into more detail. We don't want to give it all away right now. We're gonna go into more detail when we get to talking though. It's gonna be
so I want to start off, man. How did you feel about the movie?
So I think in the grand scheme of what the movie was trying to do, it was a great movie. I feel like it honestly should get way more hype than it got. I feel like there was a lot of social media based hype around it, but I don't feel like it really reciprocated the hype that it was supposed to get. But it was really good, a really good movie. I feel like it really shows how certain radical black people, the extent some of us will take if the actions keep going on. This is happening. Yeah.
Shit, like my boy said, man, the movie's fucking amazing. Go watch the movie. Get you a blunt. If you ain't watching this podcast, watch the movie, nigga.
And I ain't gonna hold you, man. You probably don't even need no dope by the code.
Yeah, to be honest with you, but that'll just make it more. You feel me? If you a smoker, you know what I'm talking about.
If you're a smoker, you gon' smoke.
You feel me? Sit down and watch the movie, man, because it gets real in depth. It shows that there's a reality and ways that these things can actually happen if you're, what would I say? Yeah, equipped or have the resources. You get what I'm saying? It shows how the narrative is never what it seems all the way, and that basically there's a bigger story inside of the movie itself. Like it's just very eye-opening to those of the people who don't know anything about what, like, you feel me, police brutality, etc., so on and so forth. Or if you succumb to it, you'd feel the movie very hard. It's a cool movie, man. It's a cool movie. Directed by Spike Lee and others.
Yeah. So one thing that I like the movie too, and one thing that you feel me, I fuck with about the movie heavy is that, like, it really made me feel, you know what I'm saying, like everything that was going on, as far as like the emotions, like the raw emotions in the movie, you feel me, like I felt that shit, the anger, the sadness, the pain, really felt that shit. So that's what I felt the heaviest about the movie.
Type shit. Like for me, like low-key to piggyback off Michi, like what I really fucked with about the movie is the fact that they really gave the true narrative, because it's never what the media makes it seem like it is. You know what I'm saying? There's always when, you feel me, it's like some police brutality when there's a black man or a child getting killed by the police. It's always like, oh yeah, they probably deserve it because they had this type of background, just going off assumption, just because we black, bro, you feel me? And it's like, that's tough as fuck. And so it's like, when you see the movie, you really see like how it truly go down, and like exactly like how it is from our perspective. Like it's like I don't really fuck with Spike Lee, but like he hit the nail on the head.
Directed that?
He helped direct it. It was written and what's named by someone else. He helped.
I feel like it should have got way more, you know.
I thought them attaching his name to it was gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's probably why they did it though. No bullshit.
Honestly, I thought them attaching his name to it was gonna make that bitch blow.
But a lot of people low key, like he said, been falling off of Spike. Man. They feel like he don't depict our people in the right light.
Didn't he make a Chicago movie?
Yeah, that was there.
I didn't.
He didn't make a Chicago movie. That doesn't exist. But 100%.
I never watched.
But so just in that aspect, and then as far as like the way that they show the families was filmed, you don't really get to see that because you're on the outside looking in, and so you don't really see how like cousins are feeling, like how like parents and like family friends are feeling. You feel me? You never really know who's friends or who, or what all these other people's backgrounds are, because like just to like give a point from in the movie. The father was a veteran. Like he served 2 terms in Afghanistan.
Yeah, it was Afghanistan.
He was in Afghanistan for 2 terms. And so he came back, you feel me? And he had a bunch of his war friends and stuff like that. And like they were all getting treated so dirty by the government. So like you come back from like being a soldier, being at war, and it's like you can't even get no nice job, you feel me? You gotta go, like he had to work as a janitor. He had to work as a janitor at a school just to like make the ends meet.
And that's another thing, that's what I'm saying.
He's just killing for these people. And they can't help you out more than that.
Yes. And it blew me because even to that fact.
But just to finish my thought though, like he had all these friends that was also serving with him. And like when the camera crew that came to his house, even because after the incident, there was obviously a lot of social media hype and stuff like that.
Basically.
You feel me? Then it's like the camera crew came and they told him, look, we just want to get see your point of view. You feel me? He was like, they're gonna put it in the film festival, and if it's popular enough, a lot of people are gonna see it. You know? And
I feel like you should have gave a nice brief synopsis about the movie.
I could, without a doubt.
You might as well let them know what the movie.
But yeah, I'm looking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying.
But you feel me? But I'm damn near doing it though. I'm just giving it.
Yeah, I know what I was saying.
Like, I'm just giving it the steps.
I understand.
You know, but it's like, so then that was really like a little icing on the cake for dude to like go on here and let him start filming like about his life, like how he feeling about his son being killed by the police. And so you get to meet all these other side characters like that also have nothing to lose. Like literally. Like my man's just lost the only thing that he had holding him in, like holding him, like keeping him sane, and they just took it with no remorse. Again, like it's time for the trial to come in. Like you feel me? The trial comes and they decide to just like throw it out the window. Just throw it out the window. There was no reason to charge the police officer because he was just doing his job.
Sent him to work immediately the next day.
Immediately out.
They had told him he had to go. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Immediately.
Yeah, told him he was good. So after that, they started rioting. You know what I'm saying? They started rioting.
Hey man, ask the mom to make them.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Like how Slick said. Even when they first showed up and asked him about his son, to me it was just so detrimental when he, to be honest, I can't give you a word or a sentence, he pulled out his phone and showed a video of his son.
Yeah.
And it's like, how many times do you think he's watched that himself and sat there with the, you feel me? Because I know what it's like to have a dead family member, you see that video and it's, damn, no, that was, you feel me? That was my rappy, that was my boy, that's my, you feel me? And it's, damn, I can't explain it in a word. You feel me? Like you say when they go to the OG. You feel me? Like you said, his homie said.
Yeah, his cousins were there, and it's just like they were livid because the police officers came to the mom to like try to get her, like to try to make her give a statement. Just like make the people like stop rioting, like calm down, and like it's crazy like that they did that because it's like they used like the logic had to be behind it. It's like, oh, if the mama is saying not to do this, then y'all have no reason to do this. And that's kind of manipulative. That's real manipulative, if you ask me. But it's just like the cousin was spazzing on the police officer, captain, and he was just like cursing him out, but like he was animated, super animated. He was super animated.
My cousin just died.
He was hot, and he had every right to be. And then people who are just like not responsible, like directly, but like the people who like let these people be on the streets,
are okay with this.
Like they telling them it's cool. You feel me? And it's crazy, you feel me? Like,
let me just add something. What made that particular scene crazy to me, shorty? The freaking police chief commander dude was black.
Yeah,
and bro, another thing he did have a point. I like how they related to real life, shorty. As he's getting animated, even though he's in a front room, you see he has nothing in his hand but his phone. Every single officer there, even the police chief, is touching their gun.
Yeah, I'm saying though, my life.
He literally had to hit him with the "What y'all gonna shoot me too?" Come on now, be serious. And there's 680 y'all all in the dough.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? This damn how y'all don't feel safe.
No.
How y'all come on now?
That's just coming from understanding.
You feel me? This is me being livid because this just happened a week ago.
Like, dang,
you feel me? X, Y, and Z.
You black B? You should understand where I'm coming from.
That's what that pissed me off.
And you could hear like the we just need you to say this so they can stop fucking with us in his voice.
And that's literally all it is. Like literally what he's saying in so many words. We just need you to say this so they can really stop. Gang, I don't give a fuck what happened for real. Shit, do we just keep going on the summary standpoint?
Yeah, I am.
Alright, fuck it. So then the dad pretty much gets fed up with what's going on and how
you see him fall into sadness. Yeah, he's sitting there crying for nothing,
just thinking.
And mind you, he is still going through the documentary with these college kids.
They're recording
They're recording all of this. These are this is the video from them, from their standpoint as well. So you can be on the outside, being like immersed in all the shit. You know what I'm saying?
The emotions and everything.
Like, so one day he told him, I'm gonna stop at my buddy's house, and then I'm gonna grab my buddy, then we're gonna drive a little bit. But he was like, I don't really feel too good, so I think I'm gonna just chill in the back seat with my buddy. And you guys can drive. And he was like, all right, cool, that's fine. He was in there for a nice long amount of time. Came out, the police chief, tied up,
gun to him,
put him in the car, put his ass in the car, told their ass to drive. Told they had started filming.
Yeah, he said, don't stop.
Whatever you do, don't stop filming.
Don't stop filming,
bro. And then it's crazy because you see them how now it's like
you
like
see
you say,
the tenseness in
the situation. You feel me? Like you say, like Sleepy said.
You see him got that bitch.
You see that they have to realize though, damn, this is not just a school. Like a school recording.
Yeah, this is
they really sitting there having to think, damn, do we call somebody? Do we leave? Are we hostages? Are this? You feel me? Is he really gonna hurt us? Because remember when they take him to basically where they were gonna go with this is. Then they drive to where his army buddies are, one of which who is dying from cancer. He doesn't care as well. You see him become a drunk inside of the movie. You get what I'm saying? On some, hey bro, I'm with you. I'm dying in 6 months type shit.
He was straight down. He was down.
Literally. So they there vesting up and shit. And was it the girl that pulled out her phone or some shit? They tried to call 911.
Yep.
One of the girls that's recording with them pull out her phone. She called 911. He get up on him. He take the shit. You feel me? On some, what the fuck is you doing? He knows he's not gonna hurt them, but I need y'all to understand. No, this ain't that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So on and so forth. Like
you get out of
yes, bro. Yes,
I wanted it in this.
Like come on,
record
and really hit it, and then gave them vests. So it's like, nah, I know y'all.
And it's crazy, shorty, because their whole purpose of recording was about the case. Like they wanted to understand how he was feeling and all that stuff. So they came to his house looking to record. So they were signed up to jump.
And now you on the road that you didn't think was gonna get this deep because of a case.
Yeah, nah, nigga, you stuck. Yeah, I'll make sure you straight though, but you stuck in this shit. I ain't gonna let you know. I'll make sure you straight though.
It's like literally,
But yeah, so they get to the police station, get into a nice little shootout. Threatening to kill the captain. All the officers stand down. They tie all of them up. They take all the people that were in the police station hostage. They let out some of the prisoners.
All
all
non-violent charges. So he's still thinking about it as I don't want anyone to be hurt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he do all that. He's single out the dude that killed his son, and he basically put him on trial with some of the inmates that were in there and some of the hostages that were in there. Yeah. And basically they the 12 jurors.
And so the hostages was just like desk working people.
Yeah. Also, another thing I like about that part is, remember when
he said,
these aren't my peers, and he's like, this is what it feel like to be me.
Yep, the exact quote was, there's not a single officer on the stand.
Literally.
These aren't my peers. And then he was like, well, 12.
Literally. Because that's how I feel me, going to court. But he still held it up to the most part, you feel me? I like
he did
court
a great job.
So a great job.
Yeah. Like he let everybody speak and shit.
Literally.
Everybody got to speak their piece. It was pretty organized.
And that's what I'm saying. You seen all the perspectives of people, because even the regular people was like, damn, no, that's fucked up. Then what threw me off was, or like, you feel me, completed it for me, was when the camera dude was sitting there. He was like, he had the in between of it. You feel me? You continue.
Yeah. So initially, none of the camera people were. They were just supposed to record everything. They had no part of nothing but aside from doing that.
Yes.
Right. But there was a slight altercation between one of the deputies, one of the prisoners, or whatever, and then. Long story short, he had to put the cameraman and the 12 jurors. And so while everybody was giving their votes to see if the officer was guilty or not after the trial, he was like the deciding factor to why bro was guilty for like doing them how he did them, because he profiled them because they was in a nice neighborhood, then they was black, and it's like.
Oh, you got it.
I just got a quote. I got a quote from the movie, man, that I just
resonated.
It was crazy, bro. So he was it was a part in the movie. His ex. I don't know if they was married or not. But
they were ex. Then got back together because of the situation.
Yeah. So it was his girlfriend / wife, because I don't know which one it was. He was talking to her. She was talking to him about the situation.
That was one of my favorites.
Yada. And so. You feel me? It got to a point in the conversation, she was just telling them, like, we need to stop doing this, what you're doing is wrong, yada yada, all that stuff. And I remember him saying, why are we the only people in this country expected to handle things peacefully and without violence?
Sure, I thought that was going to sell the movie game. Dude, I saw that shit in the commercial, and I knew I was watching that bitch. I knew I thought that the line alone was selling the movie.
That was like, that shit hit different.
Short, listen, when I heard that shit in the commercial, I'm that's how I knew
literally
that could have sold the movie.
Yeah, that could have.
That should have been the.
Because he was being serious on my mama. Then
just think about how true that shit.
And we talk about it all the time.
Niggas feel that shit, and 100% honestly, shorty, everybody could connect with that, because it's like, damn, shorty, anytime we riot just a little bit, shorty, all our peaceful protests.
To be honest, I was just saying we don't even riot for it. We have peaceful protests and then get trashed and dog shit and then riot. Literally, and then riot. That's usually how it goes.
They thought we was gonna come back out peaceful so they could do it again.
Do the same shit.
Be serious. And it's crazy because when we had an idol that was on some nigga, like Michael X, he was not the most liked person out of the. You feel me? But it's crazy over the years though. You see more people start to damn. Key, that nigga was right. We should have did that shit. You feel me?
It's so tough. It's like after years and years, motherfuckers just trying to do it peacefully.
Just how you look, short.
It's known for y'all to lose in these situations.
Nigga, Gandhi almost died. He thought him starving himself was gonna get them to change.
You know what would be nuts? The protests would be peaceful, shorty. The police would show up, and then they'll cause the altercation, and then depict it as it was like this the whole day. Niggas was just calmly, peacefully walking, and then y'all show up and shoot niggas with rubber bullets to the dome.
6 hour protest to the end of it, 2 hours of it turns into a riot. How was we fucked up all day? We've been out here for 8 hours, 6 hours. We just walked from fucking Harlem and North Avenue to fucking goddamn it Addison and some shit. They be doing the marches,
the motherfuckers
nigga.
show up 2 hours into it, shorty.
It's the line that you finna stop at.
Being you with rubber bullets that they supposed to bounce off the ground, gang.
Where you finna stop at?
And
the protest finna be over. We finna finish this shit. Man, y'all gotta stop, man. We finna.
Like, we're about to.
We
all
off the street. Like, come on.
Like, this is how it is. You're standing right. We will be done.
We made y'all nigga. Come on. Y'all really thought like y'all set all this up knowing where we were gonna be at.
Nigga, we got to schedule this shit.
Come on now, you think we think that all fucking 100 of y'all with the shields and the cars just showed up right here, right now. Nigga, y'all were here a minute. Y'all set this up before we got here because y'all knew the direction we were going.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's kind of fucked up.
And then it's even crazier though when you think about like the other situations with white motherfuckers, bro. Like when was it when they stormed the Capitol? Was it after Trump hit?
Come on now.
Lost the election. Crazy as hell.
No, I thought that was because of the mask mandate.
Nah.
That was another one.
I was
gonna say, I know it was up there
was
because
another one with a
too.
mask mandate, and it's just like the same energy.
But they were there for fucking pure.
They were armed.
Pure.
They was
They were there to
like,
set shit ablaze. When
Yeah,
they went there and started
they was
fucking
looking
shit up.
for people.
They were climbing the White House fence. I was told if I even touched the White House fence, you would get shot.
Listen,
Like dead
a
ass.
lady made it almost to the Oval Office and some shit before she got shot.
Yep.
Be
Only one of them got
serious.
shot, gang.
And I was just
There's only one of them out of all
You
the
make
motherfuckers
it that
went
nigga. I don't know what the
Yeah.
first hall of the White House looked like, nigga.
Hear me out, gang.
Shit,
If black
they're
people
running
would have
through
said
that
that they was
bitch.
slabbing to do that, we're getting shot leaving the crib.
Dude, that's
If
what I'm
you was
saying,
leaving the
Shorty.
crib while black that day, shorty, you're cooked. If you were catching a plane while black the day prior to this, cooked.
Come on now.
Yeah, nah, so
Niggas just questioning all
Yeah.
type of where you going, where you gonna be at.
You know what I'm saying? But
Where
not
you going, where you going, where you going.
But yeah, so basically, they deemed the officer guilty after the charge.
I get what
And
you
I'm gonna
No, because this was a part of the movie though.
This is
Remember
part of the
when he
movie.
tell him when they finally come to the civil realization that he profiled him off prejudice when he pulled him over. Cause he knew, he said, bro, I ran it over 1,000 times in my head. It was 2 speed bumps 20 yards away from each other. How was I speeding?
He was speeding through the
Oh,
intersection.
You get what I'm saying? He say it's
Crazy.
crazy.
They showed him the video in court.
Come on.
They showed the video in court because they didn't show you the video on screen. And it was nowhere for him to speed.
He literally hits him with because you see him getting emotional. Like, so what speed was I doing? None of y'all had.
because he kept preaching that shit. He
Y'all
kept
said
preaching.
y'all pulled me over, and this whole thing happened because I was speeding. And imagine someone trying to blame your son's death on you because you were speeding, and you know you weren't.
I ain't gonna lie, that one dude
Come on.
he was pissing me off.
That's what I'm saying.
I was
Really trying to hit him with
hot,
that.
Shorty. I was
Really trying to tell him like all this wouldn't happen if you weren't committing the crime, and it's like, bro, I played it over 1,000 times in my head. Like I done sat and watched and thought of that day 1,000,000 times, and it was 2 speed bumps, 20 yards away from each other. Y'all can't tell me speed. Y'all just told me I'm doing 45 off. Look, I know I'm doing like 15 or 20. You get what I'm saying? He hitting them with the residential zone, right? What's the city limit for a residential zone? 25 miles per hour, right? Really cooking them niggas. And I was sitting there watching like I know he's heated because it's like imagine having to explain that. You get what I'm saying? And you're a military-minded person, so he's probably sitting there on time,
And he's watching his word too. Like,
trying.
you get what I'm saying? Sitting over, because bro, like the scene when he's really sitting there and having to realize, bro, they just really deemed dude not guilty. You seeing him break it down in his head like, oh, ain't no way. Ain't no way. You feel me? Like, come on, you see a nigga fall into that now, bro, but have an agenda still. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, come on,
Smart, boy. Smart.
you get military minded for real, but on the upside, it's like I'm trying to show y'all that this ain't what it is. I left the country and realized that this ain't what it is. Cause he talked about that when he was talking to the camera dude. He's like, nah, when I went over there, I realized this not as, you feel me, it's bad out here. Like, you feel me, motherfuckers is really fighting for their life out there. They don't care about shit that we care about here. You get what I'm saying? That's why when he came back, he like, no, it was a little different coming back. Except when he had to explain his son about police brutality. His son trying to give him the law. And I understand what you're saying. That makes sense. That's how it's supposed to work. That's not how it works though. Literally hitting him with it, and I'm like, no, bro, I know he was just sitting there. You feel me? In between the ears, just, no, bro, you can't tell me. You can't tell me I was wrong and my son died because of me.
You know what's crazy though too about that whole time? Because the grandma was like, I would understood if it was around here. And the cameraman was like, why would you understand if it was around here opposed to like where it happened at? Because they was over there by school.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying.
Because he going to the private school, shorty, you feel me? And so she was like, oh, I understood it was around here. And he's like, why? And she was like, that type of stuff happened around here all the time because they lived in a less fortunate neighborhood.
Come on now.
You feel me? And so it's like,
we see
that's just like, that is just crazy. You feel me? Like, how you already know to the fact that it typically happens? Like, how?
Even he said that. He was like, wait, so police brutality just happens over here? People get beat up by the police? Shit, yeah. Like, that'll happen over here. You get roughed up and sent home.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Get your ass in the alley.
Literally.
You can go to the motherfucking station and beat up an alley.
But we're not gonna tell you how the trial ended. But give the movie a watch.
Great movie, American Scam.
5 out of 5. And like if it stars 5 out of 5, like 9 out of 10, 10 of course. I mean 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Like we said, watch the movie, get your own little depiction on it. Leave a comment on what you think. What would you have done at the end?
Well, yeah.
And after going through everything that he went through, and you watch it, let us know what you would have done at the end.
And let us know if you think
if it was justified.
Yeah.
Did the moral compass make sense?
Right before we leave, so do you think it was justified? Like a quick game.
Yeah.
Think it was justified? Do you think it was justified?
No, only because of what happened at the end.
No. I feel like the father's actions were justified, but I feel like he should have had a big army.
Okay, you feel?
I feel like it's justified, and I low-key understand why he ended it the way he did. It's just to drive the nail through the coffin.
And I also feel like it was justified, but I couldn't have did what he did.
He said you're out the route, shorty.
We catch y'all at the next session.
Catch y'all at the next session, man.
Yes,
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Hey, man.
Bring your E5 E match.
Next time.